people, my people, my people, my people. We got the dumbest son of God in the world sitting in that damn White House. There's something wrong with him. Man, he, it's something wrong with him. He our president, but something wrong with it. I don't know what's going on with his kid, but something's wrong with it. And I don't know when our news people gonna realize that that man got a problem. He has a mental problem. I'm sitting here going over the show for the day. All this stuff they got going. I got a list here, 2 pages long, of crap that this man been done here. That done fell apart, ain't working, and he don't give a crap. Doesn't care. Something wrong with it. There is no way in the world that any president before him would have been able to do the shit that he is doing, and somebody don't realize that there is something wrong here. He been telling these farmers for over 3 or 4 months now that he gonna help them out. I'm gonna get you guys through. We gonna get these people to buy your stuff. Then when he find out that he done tariffed these folks to death, and they said, "Well, you gonna tariff us to death? We ain't gonna buy your stuff," and they didn't. They went someplace else and bought their stuff, their grain, and wherever else they needed from South America, countries in South America. And these farmers are still sitting around here. Some of them are still saying, Trump gonna save us. People, you better wake up. This man does not have your best benefit. All of a sudden, 3 weeks ago, when he in a news conference and clear blue sky, he says, well, I'm going to get the farmers. We're thinking about giving them $10 billion. Just pull that number out the air. We're gonna give $1 billion to help them out through this stuff. $10 billion, people, ain't gonna help them farmers over there in Nebraska, Iowa, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas. When they get through dividing that little $10 billion up and everything, these little farmers ain't gonna have nothing. Plus, most of the money going to these big farms is owned by these conglomerates. So by the time that little money filters down to that little man with them 500 acres or 1,000 acres and stuff, there's gonna be very much money left, people. And you all are sitting there depending upon him. And guess what? He says, I'm gonna have a meeting with Zhao Jinping. A month ago, Scott Bessett and old Lutnick, whatever his name is, said Trump's gonna have a meeting in the White House with Zhao Jinping. We're gonna straighten this stuff out. Now, people, if you're going to have a meeting with a country that big and their prime minister, or whatever it is, somebody from the other country gonna know about it. Ain't a soul over there in China said anything about y'all coming and having a meeting with Donald Trump. They quiet. They ain't open their mouth. They don't have to. Y'all ain't coming. But everybody over here in the United States, oh, Trump's having a meeting with Yao Jinping. He's coming over here and he's going to straighten them out and tell them that they better buy your grain. Yeah, right. And I got a bridge over there in Brooklyn that I'm going to sell you guys tomorrow if you all believe this crap. Then he gets on the television and he sits down there at a meeting with the Canadian Prime Minister and says to them, yes, y'all, I'm having a meeting with him. I'm going to South Korea, and that's where we're going to have a meeting at with y'all CP. Now, you done gone from having a meeting in Washington, D.C. Now you're having a meeting in South Korea. He's having it in a couple of weeks. And today, people, all of a sudden, this nut says, I'm going to bring a tariff from China for 100% tariff from China today. There's something wrong, people. And nobody, we can't depend on the Washington Post. We can't depend on the New York Times. Can't depend on the LA Times. None of these big newspapers. For somebody to come out here and say, some ain't right, people.
LA Times is owned by a billionaire, bro.
That's it. They
New
can't
York
say that.
Times owned by billionaires.
And they're not gonna say anything. So I don't know what we sitting around here waiting on these folks to say anything about what the heck going on. You better start thinking for yourself, your farmers over there in the Midwest. I know you all are getting y'all crops and stuff and everything, and y'all harvesting crops, and you ain't got no place to put your grain. You ain't got no place to put the corn. You ain't got no place to put the soybeans. Nothing. But on the ground, they got a tarp. They can put on the ground. When they harvest the stuff, they're gonna bring the trucks over there and dump it on the tarp, so it don't rot inside the ground. Hopefully they can be able to sell it. We don't know. They don't know either. But do you think that with this man putting another tariff on today, putting 100% tariff on China, they
On
gonna
what?
come back over here and buy your stuff?
Not on everything.
It doesn't matter. I don't care what he put in on 100%. I'm not. Do you think that I don't care what I'm getting? If you're gonna take one of my products and put 100% tariff on it, that I'm gonna buy your stuff?
They got thousands of products, bro.
Doesn't matter. Why would you put 100% tariff on one of my products if you want to be able to sit there and talk to me? That's stupid. I can't sit down there and talk to somebody. So I'm gonna put 100% tariff on this, but the rest of it, we're gonna be okay. That's not. You can't trade with people like that. I don't care what it is.
Or he trying to bully them because where do we get mostly our earthly products that we need? From China.
Right. I get a lot of stuff from there.
So those earthly goods that they need so that they can build weapons and uh, all kinds of electronic stuff. China is not doing no business with them.
So I wouldn't do it
So
either.
he's trying to force them because I heard him make a statement saying that they need us more than we need them.
You think that that's true?
Well, right now, China is doing over $1 trillion all over everywhere else as far as trading, but $1 trillion for China, that ain't no money.
But still, they got other countries they're doing. They trading with
I just
India.
said they're doing $1 trillion.
They're
They
doing
only
more than
do
that.
they do almost a half $1 trillion with us.
But what they doing more than that with other countries, and they trying to pick up the
Yeah,
European Union,
absolutely. Yeah,
and
yeah.
they going to Africa. They picking up more and more and more trade every day. So they don't need us,
Well, we're the great consumers, bro.
but they don't need us if they're
No,
going to sit there and dog you out. You're not going to trade with anybody, especially if we've been in competition. I'm in competition, and I'm going to give you a leg up on me. If you're going to sit there and stab me in the back, that's not going to happen. And I understand why they're doing what they're doing. You don't sit there and dog people out that you're supposed to be trading with. I don't care how much you're doing with them. And they got a grip on you, and we haven't saw the last of it yet. And probably the reason why he putting 100% tariff on them and everything is because guess what? NVIDIA is selling chips to China behind the US's back. Now, if you want to get them somebody, you better get NVIDIA that you got a 10% share in.
they claim that's three, four, five generations.
He has no idea what the hell he's talking about. Those daggone chips that China is buying from, he don't really need them. They just buy them from the video. They create their own chips.
I want to say this because I don't know how much time I got.
Yeah, I hope you don't go out again like you did
I
yesterday,
think I
man.
will because I don't
Man,
know what's going on. I'm
you
about to
need,
go get me a new
right. You need
battery or
to spend
something,
some money, man. You need to spend
charger.
some money. You need to spend some
So,
money on buy another unit. That thing is
so,
old, man. That thing is almost 20 years old.
so, so the thing is, I was just checking China out. You know, even though they have a party that's a communist, the state, but they really are capitalists. They are socialist capitalists. You have over 800 billionaires in China. That's as many in
They got more.
America.
They got more than that. The last I heard.
No,
Go
last
ahead.
calculation I got, it
Yeah,
was eight over
they
800.
got more than that. But go ahead.
Anyway, same thing with America. Um, the thing is that when you look at the way they are moving and the way things that they say, they have a reason and they want to be the number one in the world. That's their goal. Their goal is to be number one. So they are using their money to captivate these markets.
And I don't.
However,
And I don't blame them. But go ahead.
wait a minute. However, their way of making money is their products because they have labor forces that are exceptional. Now they have lost quite a bit of, you know, international American companies over in China. Apple is one of them, even though Apple might be still doing a little something. But Apple is making the transition.
No, they're not. They're saying they
And
want to. They're
I'm only
saying they
going by
want
what
to,
they
but
say.
they're not. They're not. But go ahead.
So now, here's the thing, and I think I spoke a little bit about this. I'm looking at these people that are propping the stock market up and then trying to prop up the international and more businesses because we have went from 8,000 uh, people that is on the stock market to 4,000 IPOs, major corporations, and all that. So United States, these business people, these money managers, and all that, they're propping up Europeans to do more IPOs and start up more businesses around the world so that they can start investing in some of these companies and corporations. Because right now, most of the transitions or transactions are money is being transferred into our top 200 companies. And they're trying to build up, they want to build up because in that way, these money managers can make more profit because they're looking for profit, bro. They only gonna make so much profit in the United States and these corporations here, and I think they didn't hit their limit. Right now, the stock market is 46 over 46,000, highest it's ever been ever, and they're looking for more investments. And the only investment you can do is people got to start businesses. Capitalism is about debits and credits, assets, liabilities. And so these people are looking to start, and this is a whole movement right now. I believe this is a whole movement to get these companies, and I ain't talking about major companies. You got a lot of major companies that are from the United States and other countries that are in some of these countries, but they're looking for those mid-sized companies that they can invest and grow, and then they can do the same thing, start merging and taking over once these companies are doing it. And so that's the goal right now. And they're looking for more investments. And right now, is they're not making no money right now. These people are not making no money. The stock market is up, but they're not making no money because the way you make money is buy low, sell high. And right now, everything is high, which is a good thing for your 401k. If you got a 401k, it's a good thing if you're a small investor and you got 10 or 12 good stocks that you invest in and you've been dollar cost averaging and putting money in there. But those companies right now, because the pricing is so high and all of that, what's going to happen is that these people they got all these sales, they got all these tax benefits. The taxes is much lower. All they're doing is reinvesting in these companies, their own companies. They're not expanding. They're not expanding. So now these billionaires, what they're going to do is start investing in these new IPOs all across the country, all across the world, and start booing up these companies that's out there, and they're looking for people to expand and go and get on the stock market. Because right now the companies here are just eating each other up. They merging or they buying them out. That's what I want to say. I'm just saying, this right here is just saying. I mean, I'm just doing an analysis of what I'm looking at and seeing, and eventually, you're going to start seeing a lot of European companies that's going to be going, that's jumping on that Nasdaq because they already got it all set up all around the world. It's just a matter of just investing in these small companies that's not on the stock market. And that's what they're analyzing now. They're analyzing all these companies, small companies, 3 billion, 2 billion, 5 billion a year. And there's a lot of them out there. A lot of companies that's out there all over the world is making that kind of money. And so if they can buoy them up and then somebody buy them out, merge or whatever, that's what they're looking at. That's their next $3, 4, 5 trillion that they're trying to make now. And of course, they already got coming for Social Security. They're coming for Social Security.
Well, they've been trying to come for Social Security since the 2000 when Bush was in office, and it's not going to happen. They can say what they want to say, but they're not coming for Social Security. It's not going to happen.
I know. Just like they said they weren't gonna come for Obama. They weren't gonna get Obamacare. They're gonna get Obamacare too.
Well, that's not going to happen either.
Somebody gonna give in, bro. Somebody
That's not
got to
going to
get in.
happen. They're going to
Somebody
prop
got
that.
to get in.
They're going to prop that uh, healthcare program up. They're going to take some of that money and they're going to prop that up. They're going to prop that up. There is no way that they can let 20 million people not have health coverage.
Okay, you heard it from here.
Doesn't make it doesn't make business sense for that to happen because if 20 million people they're already paying money into the healthcare system and they're being subsidized and stuff through the federal government and everything for their premium. You lose 20 million subscribers and stuff out there into your healthcare plan. lost a lot of money.
Billions and billions,
Billions,
hundreds of billions.
almost probably close to trillions. If you lose 20 million people who are paying anywhere between 4, 5, $600 a month for their health care coverage out of their pocket right now, they can't afford another $600, $700. And we're finding out and stuff and everything that this thing is not only going to hurt 20 million people that we're talking about who need this health care coverage, but it's also going to affect a whole lot of people in the healthcare industry. Talking about your doctors, your nurses, everybody. Their coverage is going to go up. Got a doctor friend. Hey, doc, what's up? What's going on here? He said, come November 15th, if they don't stop this stuff that they got going on, my coverage is going to go up $25,000 a year. And all of my friends out there that I know, theirs is going up too. They can't sustain this stuff here. This is going to be devastating to this country. Devastating. A lot of money in healthcare. We have a whole lot of people outside this country and stuff out there who looking at us to fail, go bankrupt, pulling their money out of here. We're not buying up our debt anymore. We used to say China owns us. They buying our debt. China saying we ain't buying no more of your debt. Man, they ain't buying no more of our debt. Most of the other countries, they're not buying no more of our debt. Bad risk. What's
We'll
going
be
to
losing you in a few minutes,
happen?
bro.
What's going to happen? They don't buy our debt. It's unsustainable to pay over $1 trillion in interest, not the debt, just the interest. We haven't slowed down. All those cuts that old Doge supposed to have been doing ain't helping us at all. It hasn't helped at all. It's getting bigger, and you know it. Everybody around here knows it. That debt's getting bigger. It ain't going down. We ain't getting no $17 billion, $17 trillion, I'm sorry, of investments in this country. Not at the moment. TSMC building a plant down there in Arizona. It's getting ready to fail.
What's TSMC?
Oh man. They're the biggest chip manufacturing and stuff in the world other than the video. They're out of South Korea. They make high tech chips for AI. They have a plant that they're building in Arizona. And right now, they're thinking that this plant's going to fail. Georgia, one of the biggest and the richest states in the Southeast. We're losing money like crazy because of these policies that this man has got going on. That plant down there in Savannah, Georgia, that these folks can shut down, it's causing us, this our state that I'm in right now, to lose. over $4 billion. Can't afford to lose that kind of money. They said they're not coming back here to open that plant back up. And our governor and everybody else and stuff in this state here, they're over there begging these people to come back. Please come back here. They're not coming back because of that knucklehead sitting there in the White House. And guess what? Our farmers here and everything is having the same problem that they're having up there in the Midwest. China was buying all of our peanuts and all of our other stuff that we grow down here. And our farmers said, I ain't buying no more peanuts. They got crops that's sitting down there, middle part of our state. They cannot sell. They're not buying them. We divest ourselves.
Well, I don't know why you so negative. I mean, we got the oligarchs, and according to Reagan and a lot of these people, it's not supposed to trickle on down.
Well, I think here what they are hoping and stuff is that this man decides to change his policies and everything. And they're hoping and praying that eventually that he'll realize that that the road he's going down and everything is not doing what it's
Yeah,
supposed to
that
be
man
doing.
ain't gonna change his mind. He
They the
don't, man.
oligarchs. Those his buddies, Ted. Those his buddies. They golf together. They ride in the boats together. They shit. He listened to them. They call him up and they listen to him. They control all the media.
Well, the thing is that they say, look what I did to Elon Musk. When Elon Musk first started with me, he was only worth 250 billion. Now he's worth over 500 billion. The same thing gonna happen to you.
Well, he's getting his money. Not all of his money is not coming from the United States now. He's getting this money from China. He's getting this money from a lot of other countries. Mexico. That's where he gets most of his money from outside this country now. He's looking to get his money outside this country. Cause that little change that he getting and stuff here, it ain't helping him out at all. It's that chop change to him.
I got about 2 or 3 more minutes here, then I'm out of here. Let me
Okay,
just say this, and you can finish the show, but I'm just saying this, is
okay.
that I believe that these oligarchs and all of these white wing people, they all in cahoots together, and they happy that this is happening because they want to be in total control of this country. Now, what they're going to do with it, I have no idea. But one thing they have done, they have left this country vulnerable.
And that's exactly what I was trying to say. That we are very, very vulnerable.
This is
We are
one
vulnerable.
thing, and the thing is that the people sort of kind of made like us. Everything is you. We are not living in normal times. That man is not normal.
I I started the show out saying that he's not normal. But I'm hoping and praying still that somebody out there, whether the oligarchs or whoever and stuff, can convince this man and say, "Hey, man, you need to stop this mess here and change
And
your course."
man, them people, man. I mean, the way they praise him, and they don't have a clue. They ain't got no power.
Those are his cabinet members. Those ain't the folks that got the money, Ted. The people that praising him ain't the ones
Half of
that
his
got the
cabinet
money.
members are billionaires, bro.
Who?
Half of his cabinet members are billionaires.
That's chump change for them people. Them people out there, they look at them people, they look down on them folks. They ain't got no money. They ain't got no money. They just lowly folks. They ain't got no money and no poor. They look at Scott Bessett and laugh at him. They look at all of them and laugh at him. They ain't got no money.
Scott Bessent, they laughing at him.
They laughing at him. They laughing at Scott Bessett. They laughing at
All right.
him. He ain't got no money. That little change, that little $1 billion he got in his pocket ain't nothing.
I'm finna get wiped out here. I
they,
don't know
they,
what's
they,
going on.
yeah, they laughing at him. He small change.
Well, somebody better do something. I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, we understand that. That's exactly what I'm trying to say here, and that's why I'm hoping that these Democrats hold on because they're gonna force him into doing something. He's gonna have to unshut this country down.
So
He ain't
you
got no
want him to
other
keep it
choice.
shut down?
He ain't got no other choice. He's gonna have to unshut it down if they hold steady. Now they might find some. They got some weak Democrats out there now. They waffling. They
They
sitting
got
there
three
waffling.
already. They got three more.
Yeah, they waffling. They waffling. They sitting out there waffling. I don't know if they're gonna be able to hold strong, but they waffling. All they gotta do is hold strong. Hold on. He's gonna come to them. They hold on. He's coming. I hope that Schumer got enough power to keep him going, and Jeffrey got his folks and stuff. He ain't worried about his people. I'm worried about the ones in that damn Senate. Them the people that sitting down there, they lily livered and everything, and they getting ready to give it up and pass that daggone stuff. And when they pass that stuff, Ted, you think that we got problems and shit now. It is going to devastate us. Let them sign off on it. They're going to sign off on the destruction of this country. If that big, beautiful bill sees the light of day, we can forget it.
Well,
Anyway, Ted, what else is going on out there, my friend? Hey, man, my boys lost last night. Lost us a lot last night. The Philadelphia Eagles and shit lost, man. They got their shit beat out of them by the New York Jets.
what did I tell you that they was gonna let
Hey,
Buffalo win?
man, they got a better team than that, man. To let the Giants, like anybody
Buffalo.
else,
It's
could have beat them.
Buffalo's
Let the
time now.
Giants beat them.
Buffalo. It's gonna be Buffalo.
They don't
That's
play in the
already been
same.
set
They
up.
don't play in the same league. I'm worried about the National Football Conference, not the AFC. I'm worried about the National. They let the Giants beat them. They turn around and now. I would have felt better if Tampa Bay had a beat them, but to let the Giants beat them. They 4-2 now. They still
Well,
on
that ain't
top.
nothing. They
They
can
still on the
still
top.
they can
They
run
still
off
on the
six,
top.
seven
They still
straight.
on the top. They still on the top. But to lose to the Giants and they in your division, I'm upset, man. I'm pissed off and stuff in my Eagles and stuff. I'm pissed off at them. They got to do better than this. They're gone. I'm looking at a back to back here. I don't want no Bessie and stuff and sitting around there watching somebody else take over the Super Bowl and stuff again next year. They supposed to go. They supposed to do a back to back at least once. But we'll see. Anyway, what else is going on, Mr. Harvey? I
Hey,
had
I
to say
don't
that.
know. I'm getting ready to clock out, bro.
You get ready to clock out. Well, as soon as you better say something. That's what I'm saying. Well, you better say something while you still online here. Whatever word you got to
No,
say, you better say
no,
it.
I'm upset with Stephen A. Smith.
Oh man, don't even speak about that. Go ahead, but go ahead,
I'm
man.
just
Oh
upset. I mean,
no, go
I
ahead,
don't
go
even
ahead.
listen to him
That's
no
that
more.
was oh man, I didn't think you were gonna bring that up, but I wanted to, but I said no, I'm gonna leave that alone. Go ahead.
I don't even listen to that man no more. I mean, he cutting up what Crockett, Jasmine Crockett. Man, he's kind of stupid. And then talking about well, okay, okay, OAC, whatever, but not Jasmine Crockett, bro. You don't come for her.
Well,
Exactly.
you know Stephen Smith, Stephen A. Man, all his life he got to create controversy. He got to create some controversy. That's how he got that $100 million contract for ABC. He created controversy, and they like it. Okay, people, as we can see, Ted said he was getting ready to check out, and there he goes. But we still here. Uh, Ted brought up something about Stephen A. I know a lot of you all got varied opinions about Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. been around for a long, long, long time, people. A long time. He's been around for one thing because he likes to create controversy. Anytime that he can create controversy, that's what he likes. He thrives off of that controversy, and he has lived in this media empire for all these many years and stuff by creating controversy. Now he's making a hell of a lot of money because he's a controversial person. And it just so happens that you have politicians and stuff now that's in his eyesight. He's using this power out there in the media and stuff and everything to create controversy. I hope he realizes that after a while, controversy and stuff does not create power and stuff for him. He needs to figure out where his power comes from. And sometimes you can take that controversy a little bit too far, especially as a black man. And he's messing with some of our heroes. Even A, you need to leave him alone. All I got to say to you, my brother, leave him alone. You better keep your nose in sports. Stay in sports, brother. You're outside your league, way outside your league. Now, us folks here, people, I'm worried about my folks there in Chicago. I'm worried about my people in Los Angeles. I'm worried about my people up there in Portland. But I'd be doggone. I didn't think that after a while that they would touch my sister up there in New York. And I'm reaching out and trying to touch her and create some controversy with Letitia James. Y'all better leave girlfriend alone. Please do not bother her. I see right now you all have stuck that old blonde hair beauty queen from Idaho or Colorado or wherever she's from on my sister. Girlfriend, you out of your league. You are definitely out of your league messing with Letitia. And people, you can't put dumb folks on people who understands what the heck going on out there. Now, I hear our president has been talking about Jasmine for Crockett for a long time. She's low IQ. Well, if Jasmine's low IQ, I have no idea what that woman that you made in charge of the Eastern District of New York Department of Justice and made her in charge. She can't even file a simple lawsuit. We got third graders who are smarter than that. This woman filed a lawsuit, an indictment, federal indictment now, people, and she's embarrassing the office of the Eastern District of New York. When you send before a federal judge who's on the bench and you got an indictment that you done filed against a high profile official in the great state of New York, you don't even know where she lives. Brooklyn, New Jersey. Did you guys hear me? I said Brooklyn, New Jersey. I'm sitting here there on the bench and I'm looking at this thing and I'm looking down at her I'm looking at the indictment and I'm looking down at her. What kind of stupid crap that you have put before me, a federal judge? What, are you belittling me or what? You gonna put an indictment before me that don't even have the correct address on it? And part of her indictment says that she violated a section of the mortgage loan guidelines. And the section that she cites has nothing to do with the daggone indictment. What do you think Letitia James's attorney is going to do? Probably file a motion to dismiss the case. But will she file a motion to dismiss the case? Or will she just let this stuff go on through and let the people see how dumb that woman is and the embarrassment that she is in the Eastern District of New York? It's so bad that when she filed a case against Comey, nobody in her office would even come to court with her. She had to come to court by herself because they knew she was stupid. They already had an attorney from the Eastern District of New York put out a statement saying that there's no way that she can file a case against Letitia James. There is no case. But guess what? They fired her and let that beauty queen go to court and embarrass herself again. Save us, people. Eventually, Trump will, and Bondi with her, bleach blonde, bad body, as Jasmine says, bleach blonde, bad body, will understand that Trump is leading you all down the primrose path. You people are making a laughing stock of the Department of Justice. There's going to come a time, people, when the court system is going to say that you cannot bring any cases that your particular Eastern District, New York, as long as that woman is sitting there, cannot bring cases into their court. You people out there are looking at me and say, well, what does that have to do? You can't bring a case in front of the Eastern District of New York into their court until you get yourself together. You're going to shut down the legal system there in the Eastern District of New York. Judges have that kind of power. So, anyway, stay tuned, people. We're going to see how this thing plays out. They messing with the wrong woman. They messing with Miss James, people. Donald, Pam Bondi. You're messing with the wrong one. Better leave Letitia alone. That's all I got to say. Bye bye, people. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, my compadre will have his system and stuff together. If he says he has a problem with his thing being charged up, but you know, he kind of tight. He don't like to spend money. So anyway, we'll see him tomorrow, Saturday, and as I said, you guys have a good day, and please remember that we're going to have some better days, people, because I don't believe that we can continue to go on like this. We got to have some better days than this. They coming. In my heart, I believe that. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.